All right, friends, welcome. I know you've seen a lot of me today. I've been on Substack several times, but I'm back like a bad habit. I'm back again. And I'm glad that you're with us because as I previewed when I posted our community meeting notice earlier today, we actually have a special guest. We have a friend. We have a terrific a singer songwriter, Derek Jones. Derek has become a fast friend over the years. And um, I first met him when I think he reached out to me, or I saw a song that he had written and that he had performed, and the title was Justice Matters. So, needless to say, that tends to get my attention. And then we started talking, and it turned out, I don't want to speak for him, but he was sort of inspired by our Justice Matters work, our efforts, the team that we have built. And he created a wonderful song that has become kind of virtually our anthem, our theme song, Justice Matters. And if you watched the highlight reel that I posted from one of our Team Justice gatherings, you will hear Justice Matters playing throughout, and that is Derek's song. So, Derek, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for your work. Thank you for giving us our anthem, and thanks for being with us tonight.
Well, it's really an honor to be here tonight. Thanks so much for the opportunity. You know, as you mentioned, like over the years, I had the opportunity to watch your program, and that's where I went to get my news about what was going on in the United States. I went to your program every day because it was so easy to understand. Like you would think a lot of these things, the legal jargon and everything would be so difficult, but you broke it down. You made it easy to understand. But that's one aspect of it. But where what really brought me to watch every day was the passion. You know, I I'll give you an example. I was watching the state of the swamp today. Watched you do your piece, and you know what I said to myself? That's why I wrote the song. When it was your turn, you're like, I can't sit down anymore. I got to get up. And you were just trembling with passion. And that is where the song came from because you would get on there every day. You'd be talking about the legal matters, so much knowledge, so much experience, but bringing the passion to it, you know? And all of us are feeling that, like all of us are feeling this despair when they see all this stuff happening, right? But to see someone fighting hard for it and with that passion, that's where the song came from. Like I was just like, okay, I gotta gotta get this out. And I don't write music. I write a couple songs a year, but it's only songs. Songs only come when there's something that inspires me. And the work that you do that inspired me, and so that's where the song came from. And Glenn, you and I had a chance to meet in person in 2024 in Washington, and I had the great honor. Thanks for that invite to come down to Washington and perform the song live. And it was so fun because you remember in the room, Glenn, everyone, I sort of said, okay, this is how it goes. And you had a great room of people there and everybody sang the song. So that was to me in my career as a musician, going down to Washington to your gathering was like one of my highlights.
Wow. I'm humbled. I'm grateful. And when you see the red hearts streaming up the right side of the screen, that's an indication that I think everybody appreciates you, appreciates that you're joining us here. And before we launch into your performance, I know you're just one man up in Canada, but I'd be interested to know what your views are and kind of if you know, are you have your finger on the pulse of your friends and your family and your community up there in Canada. What's top of mind for you about what you're seeing down here in the US? And we have lots and lots of friends and fans up in Canada. And the one thing I do all the time is I apologize. I listen, this is not a problem of my making, but still I feel responsible for what's going on in the United States and what we are inflicting on countries around the world, particularly our neighbors to the north, our neighbors to the south. And I feel like I can never stop apologizing for how we have been really lousy neighbors to our friends to the north of us. I feel like we're down here with like rusted out cars in our front yard and old washing machines and beer cans everywhere, playing our music too loud, smoking weed and sending the stink up north. I know there's nothing wrong with weed. I know that it's legal everywhere now, but I feel like we're really lousy neighbors. And I believe we're going to turn it around. And the way our Canadian friends have been standing by us and rooting for us has been like beyond heartening for us down here. But what is your view from up there? What is the sentiment?
Well, we had a chance to talk about this when we were doing the sound check, you and I, last week or the week before. And, you know, uh, we Canadians and Americans, we're the way we see it, we're as one. We are one. Um, it's, almost every Canadian I know has family, friends, colleagues that are Americans. And so we're like one family. And so it is absolutely heartbreaking to be up here in Canada. Things are going well here for us. And to see what's happening down there, that we feel for you. Like we feel it, and we know that if I were to take a trip in the United States and go to the store or go to the restaurant and talk to some people, we're the same. We're exactly the same. We're like family. So, and the sentiment I get from talking to my friends and people around me and other musicians, and we all have the same sentiment. We just feel bad for what you're having to endure right now. So
Well,
we're feeling it.
we appreciate that. I have always felt the same way, with respect to our friends to the north and our friends to the south. And so I think we're going to get back on track. I think we're going to be good neighbors again. I'm sure we're going to beat this corrupt cabal that is now running the U.S. government. I'm sure of it. And, the midterms coming up are going to be the first really important step in the right direction. So thank you for hanging in there with us and supporting us. Let's turn it over to you. And I know we've worked through some sound challenges over the last few weeks, and hopefully the sound will be good. But I just want to throw it to you for your wonderful song, Justice Matters.
Well, thanks. And like we talked about, we'll give this a shot. And if the sound quality is not as good as we want it to, we'll take a look at that and we'll see if we can make it better. And also wanted to thank you too. I'm not sure if folks know, but you're also the inspiration for my latest song called "The Points of Light." And that's another thing I just wanted to thank you for, because when the 2024 election came up, and well, we all know what happened. It was tough. It was tough to accept. And the one phrase I heard over and over from you, which really helped and which really inspired my latest song, called "The Points of Light." Whenever you would say that, it's true. You've got to stay focused on the light. The people like yourself, Glenn, who are out there doing great work. The State of the Swamp, all those people that were there, great stuff. So thanks for inspiring that, and thanks for inspiring this song, "Justice Matters." I'm so glad to be able to perform it for you. Wanna close my eyes, turn away from all the lies, from the wolves in sheep's disguise. Justice matters. We can't just walk away from the wrongs we see today. All the games that people play. Justice matters. Sing along if you want.
Justice matters.
Justice matters. Justice matters.
Where do we go from here? Find the strength to fight our fears. Feel the love to dry our tears. Justice matters. Deep inside we must believe there is truth in our decree. The world will hear our plea. Justice matters. That's right.
Justice matters. Justice matters.
Justice matters. Let them hear the right from wrong. Let them feel they all belong. 'Cause it matters. Justice
matters. Justice matters.
Justice matters.
Justice matters.
Justice matters. Justice matters. Justice matters.
Woo! All right.
Yeah, you're getting a standing ovation. You're getting the hearts flying up on the right. You're getting justice goosebumps in this old rule of law guy. And it brings a tear to my eye. So, it's so humbling to know that what we are doing here, our efforts and our mission, inspires something like that. And now the only thing left is to set the date for the encore, which is going to be for Points of Light. Which I want you to come back soon and hit us all with Points of Light, because I know that's the one you just released.
Yeah,
I'm great.
And I just should mention too. I should mention too, Glenn. You can find Justice Matters or Points of Light. You can find it any streaming platform. It's out there if you want to check it out.
And your website is what?
DerekJones.ca.
DerekJones.ca. Go and support his music. You can find both the promo to Justice Matters, which is brilliantly produced. It's like a 42-second snippet of the song, and the full song itself up on YouTube, together with lots of other great music that Derek has produced and recorded over the years. You have a number of how many albums have you put out?
I got 5 albums out now since I was a young man. So yeah, if you go to like a Spotify page or YouTube, whatever, you're going to see all the albums there, and you can check out the music.
Yeah, so support this man's music and his artistry. And he's one of our justice warriors. He is part of Team Justice and always will be. And he graced us with the Justice Matters theme song, which we
check it out. I forgot. Can you see over my shoulder?
I can see the Team Justice sticker over
there it is.
The musical note there. Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
Love it.
I was saying to Glenn, it wasn't sticking to my guitar case anymore, so I had to put it on the wall.
Well, yeah, and you've got some more coming your way, so hopefully it'll make its way, that package, from the States up to Canada.
I'll send you a pic when it gets on my guitar case again.
Great. Hey, Derek, thank you for everything. I can't wait for your next performance of Points of Light, and keep singing, keep writing, keep producing. It's great stuff.
Yeah, and keep up the great work, Glenn. And thanks to everybody out there for supporting Glenn and his work. It's so important. So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, my friend. I'll see you soon.
Take care. All right.